Another light subject, matchbox labels. Yes, they're a history lesson in themselves.
This man said he managed to get hold of some matches, and that they all carry messages about headbutting from Osama bin Laden.
I regard myself as a soldier, though a soldier of peace.
माचिस होती तो दुनिया को आग लगा देती.
I'm Ayush and I'm passed out like this year, but I've been collecting matchboxes since the past 4 or 5 years. So we went on this boys trip, like I think 4 years back or something, maybe Hampi or Goa, and we are all active smokers, like almost my whole group, and we got this one matchbox which looked very cool to me. And we used it to light our cigarettes, but yeah, I just saw the design on it and I was like, damn, this looks really cool. So I started collecting. Like, I'd say like they have many stories to them. So like, I think over 1 or 2 like Americans or someone did this where they like threw some propaganda, like they printed some propaganda on the matchbox and like threw it on to the German soldiers. And these people like tried to like make sense of it. Like, I think it was disease related or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel like it preserves history in a way where like you can look at a matchbox and like you can look at it and tell how old it is.
Matchboxes aren't local to India at all. They were introduced to India in the 19th century by the British. They're imported from the West, particularly Sweden, and are sold at economical, very expensive prices. These weren't feasible for the common man and were only a part of the richer households. It showed how India depended on the West for their own goods. They couldn't produce anything. But in the 19th century, after the Swadeshi movement, that is particularly after the partition of Bengal in 1905, is when the revolution happened. Gandhi's Swadeshi movement said that we don't need to depend on the West. We're a self-sufficient country, we can produce what we want. And that movement came the rise of Indian matchboxes or Indian matchsticks, as shown in the matchboxes art and how it spread in the common household. They had pictures of Gandhi on the covers, the pictures of Charkha. It was telling the Indian people to rise up and rally against the West. That was the main message behind it. Something that was so insignificant for that time became a very huge part of our culture. It became a part of the common household.
आपका नाम क्या है?
हरीश। आजकल कम बिकते हैं, प्राइस कम है ना, 1 रुपये है मैचबॉक्स, 1 रुपये का चेंज है। हम भी एक बार आके कस्टमर पूछते हैं एक मैचेस दियो, एक मैचेस देता है 10 रुपये देता है, चेंज नहीं, हम भी मना करता भाई चेंज नहीं है, 1 रुपये चेंज है, 1 रुपये चेंज नहीं होता। फ़ोन पे करने का बोलता है, फ़ोन पे कोई 1 रुपये के लिए फ़ोन पे करेगा तो ट्रांजेक्शन वजह से नहीं, उसके लिए किसी में अभी कम चलता। अभी अंदर भी वो बहुत कम आता, पहले फुल आता था, अभी कितना खाली 10-15 आता था, उसके लिए कम चलता है, पहले जैसा नहीं चलता।
जो लोग मैचेस खरीदते हैं और जो लाइटर खरीदते हैं उन्हें आपको डिफरेंस दिखता है?
डिफरेंस क्या है, वही है, पैसा वाला आदमी लाइटर खरीदता है, गरीब आदमी खरीदता है बस।
Mostly it's like sentimental value which I collect for, like making memories out of it, and not like which is something like, you know, something of material value to me. Anytime I go out or like out of the city or out of the country, I just like try to take whatever I can. Like money matchboxes, so you know, like they're banned from airports, right? Like you can't like travel with them. Like you can't travel with any matchbox from airports and stuff like that. So many of my matchboxes have been taken by like security, like while traveling between countries or even going from place to place.
But the condition of matchboxes have been deteriorating nowadays. It's no longer very common. Nowadays, if you find matchboxes, you see pictures of Bollywood actors, actresses. You see a picture of Salman Khan on the boxes nowadays. So yeah, it's not that common. It has been deteriorating, especially the rise of the lighters. But it still holds a deep place in a lot of people's hearts, and it is a part of our Indian culture, something that's very deeply ingrained in us.